Hey everyone, it's me, Attacker72 here, and in today's video, there is actually a series in my channel that I actually rarely mentioned to my fans before, and something I kind of rarely do anymore ever since I made that video, and because in my channel right now is pretty much filled with a lot of Smash Brothers content, and a lot of discussion. Sometimes I talk about, like, Nintendo, sometimes Sega, but mostly Smash Brothers. And like I said, there's one series that I rarely do anymore, and I actually kind of want to do it again, actually. And what series am I talking about? Well, guys, it is pretty much like one of those popular top 10 videos. Yes, guys, I'm actually here to make a top 10 video, because the last time I did was, wait, when was it actually? Right here. This is something I haven't done in a long time. And it is top 8 forgotten Sonic characters, and it's been 8 months, actually. Pretty much 8 months. I'm actually surprised I haven't done this series in a while. And I haven't, and like I said, I don't think I mentioned, and I never done this that much anymore, because I kind of ran out of ideas of what lists I can actually come up with, and what to tell my opinions on and all that. Because I kind of rarely find any subject or topic I want to talk about. But now, I feel like I want to do this series again, so I can pretty much, like, grow this channel more and all that. And maybe next week, I could actually make a few top 10 lists and all that. So, I mean, let me know if you guys kind of want to see that, pretty much. So, with all that out of the way, today's video, this is me discussing my top 8 Super Smash Bros. DLC stages. And only DLC stages, alright? And right here, I mean, we all know that Ultimate has like over 100 stages. And with the DLC, they pretty much add like 6 more DLC. There's like 6 DLC stages coming with 6 DLC characters, obviously. So I could update this list anytime. And keep in mind, guys, this list is my own opinion, alright? I can pretty much talk how I want with the stage, how I feel about the stage and all that. And the stage in this list is dependent of how you can interact it, how interactable the stage is sometimes, how the design and layout, especially the background, how pretty much unique the stage is and all that. So, and also I will only be including the stages that actually features a character that was actually new to the series. Like, for example, like, Violet is new to the series. He pretty much got his own stage. And Joker, Terry, Hero, Banjo-Kazooie, and Smash Bros. 3DS was like Ryu, Cloud, and Bayonetta. Those 3 actually got their stages and all that. So, I'm sorry I won't be including Dracula's Castle and all that. And sorry to those Piranha Plant fans out there and all that. So, with all that out of the way, let's just get straight into this entire thing. So the first one on my list is Suzaku Castle. Now, I know there's gonna be some people who pretty much could dislike this video because Suzaku Castle pretty much seems unique to them. And honestly, I do find this stage having a unique design of it, because it pretty much is based off the stage from Street Fighter and all that. I don't know which Street Fighter game though. And really, it pretty much has the whole castle feeling, the whole like martial artist kind of thing. But the thing is, I put this in number 8 because the stage is rarely interactable, like rarely. The only thing you can rarely interact with the stage was actually breaking the signs. I mean, it's cool and all that, but come on, I want to see something more interesting. Like, I mean, I want to see some background stages, like characters in the background and all that. And that's kind of something I really do not know why. I mean, they could have actually come up with more things they could put in the stage. But honestly, guys, this is pretty much what I put in number 8. So please do not be mad at me. Number 7 is Umbra Clock Tower from Bayonetta. Now, this one, this is pretty much why, the why I put this stage on this list is that this stage is somehow interactable, alright? This stage is somehow interactable depending on what time you play on. For those who kind of didn't know, whenever you go play on an Animal Crossing stage, it's usually sometimes day, afternoon, or night. The reason being is that because the clock itself actually shows what actual time it is, which I kind of find that a pretty much unique thing. And the layout and design is pretty good as well. I mean, there's a lot of like angels in the background and all that, and those weird archangels. I don't know what they're called. I never played Bayonetta before. And it looks like the stage layout is pretty much falling down the cliff or something. I've never played Bayonetta before, guys, so I'm sorry. I mean, because it looks like we're pretty much falling down a cliff for some reason. Number 6 is King of Fighters Stadium. Now, this stage is pretty much awesome, alright? I mean, I get, but you might be asking why I put this stage at number 6. Well, it's kind of simple. It's really chaotic and hard to battle in. And I say that because, sure, the stage actually is unique, because there are actually walls on each side, and there's also kind of like, it actually has this whole fighting stadium thing where you see in some animes, mostly video games and so all that. And I like the whole background characters depending on which music you choose. I mean, Terry has like 50 music tracks, and pretty much it depends on which character appears and all that. And I mean, I like King of Fighters Stadium. Don't get me wrong, really, because like, I just don't like, I mean, I like the stage layout and all that. It's just not that kind of unique to me sometimes. Number 5, in Yggdrasil's Altar. Alright, now we're talking. I mean, well, we're kind of like halfway through the list. But anyways, Yggdrasil's Altar is a stage I kind of like, actually, because I actually have Dragon Quest XI on my Switch right now. And it pretty much the way you interacted is kind of unique, actually. You actually can't open a chest in Yggdrasil's Altar. I get Kirby, okay, I get the Great Cave Offensive can do that, but what makes this stage more interesting and unique is that that there's also a mimic chest that is actually in Dragon Quest XI, and if you hit a mimic in that stage, you can actually fight it, like you do in Dragon Quest XI, which I actually find it really, really cool. I also like the layout with Cetacea, the flying whale thing, for those who didn't know what it is, like the flying whale. And the way it pretty much, and it pretty much gives the whole Super Smash Bros. Vibe, where it pretty much floats around the entire stage. I kind of like that, really. Number 4 is Garreg Mach Monastery. I don't know how to say the first word. I am really sorry right now. And this is pretty much the stage where Byleth came from. And it is actually a stage you can actually see on Fire Emblem 3 Houses, and I am planning to get Fire Emblem 3 Houses one day, possibly on my Switch and all that. And this stage is kind of cool, actually. You actually go from room to room via platform, and in the first room, well, it's pretty much the outside of it, you can actually hit and destroy like one of the shops in there, which I kind of find cool. The second stage is pretty much, I don't remember what the second one, it pretty much looks like a cafeteria, but you can actually break the chandeliers and actually go on top of it. Well, only certain characters. For some reason, Byleth, even though it's their stage, even though it's Byleth's stage, you can not actually get on top of the chandeliers, which I find weird. The third one is pretty interesting as well, and the fourth one is kind of just a simple throne room and all that. And I actually kind of like it, really. Also, guys, Gatekeeper for Smash. Number 3, Midgar. Oh my goodness, we're getting into this. So, we're pretty much in the top 3 right now. Midgar is my third favorite, because it pretty much gives out a cyberpunk feel, as Sakurai said. And Final Fantasy VII is yet one of the best Final Fantasy games, in my opinion. And the second one is Final Fantasy IX as well, but I actually like Final Fantasy IX more than 7. But anyways, I'm getting off topic. The stage is pretty cool. It pretty much gives you the ability to use summons, which is pretty much what you do in Final Fantasy VII. Summons pretty much like summons those strange creatures from like above, like Ifrit, Bahamut, Ramuh, and also Odin as well. And I actually like that. Leviathan. And I like the design, and I actually like the summons designs in Smash Bros. Form. It pretty much is cool to see actual, like, series of characters from another series pretty much get in like having their own design in the Smash Bros. Way. It pretty much has a cool vibe in it. Number 2 is Spiral Mountain. Now, Spiral Mountain is a really interesting interactive stage because, obviously Banjo-Kazooie, it pretty much gives out the whole country feeling it. Though Sakurai did do some remixes of the stages, of the music, because obviously the music itself is pretty country feel like, but it actually doesn't matter, and I like how it actually spirals around, like the name itself, it literally spirals across, like around, like a circle, which I find it quite interesting. And it actually shows a view of Gruntilda's lair, which I actually find cool. And they also actually show the golden statue of Banjo, and they pretty much showed Banjo's house. And honestly, I just find it a really good thing that Banjo's back in Smash Brothers. And number 1 from this list, you can possibly tell of which one I'm actually talking about. Mementos. Yes, that's right, guys. I'm talking about Mementos. Let me tell you why. Aside from me being a Joker main, because Joker was yet one of my favorite reveals, and yet he was such the most surprising character to ever get revealed. And the way you actually interact this stage is awesome and really cool. And how do you actually interact with it? It's music. When you change, it's music. That's all. But if you choose music from Persona 4 and 3, it actually changes the entire theme of it, where instead of the whole Persona 5 red color of the stage, it pretty much gives you a bit of a blue or yellow kind of feel. And it pretty much has some pop, sometimes techno, which I find it really good. But my favorite one of Mementos is pretty much the jazzy Persona 5 music, which I honestly find really unique about this stage. And that's about it, guys. So that's kind of really about it for this entire list and all that. I really apologize about my rusty bias right here, because this is a series, like I said, I haven't really done this in a while and all that. So I kind of hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I hope you kind of agree with me in this list, and let me know of what your favorite DLC stage is. Is it Midgar? Is it Mementos? Is it Spiral Mountain? Is it like any stage I don't know? And like I said, I could possibly update this list if all 6 DLC stages with the 6 DLC characters are revealed and all that. So with all that out of the way, leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell for more videos. I'll see you guys next time. Remember this, once a legend, always a legend.